Welcome to This Explainer. To all the curious minds joining us today, get ready. We're about to uncover why the actual future of global mobility might just be driven by a really surprising cross-continental alliance. We are looking at a fascinating intersection of engineering, economics, and international trade that is, frankly, completely redefining how we think about electric vehicles. Okay, let's just dive right into it. To spark our curious minds today, we're kicking off with a kind of counterintuitive question. Why on earth are European legacy car makers, giants like Volkswagen and Renault, suddenly looking to Indian EVs and even electric tuk-tuks for inspiration? You'd probably assume European engineering is purely exporting its standards outwards, right? But as we're going to see from the source material, the flow of innovation is suddenly reversing. European designers are looking east to figure out how to build for the future. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the Indian electric ecosystem. Then we'll unpack the art of frugal engineering. After that, we'll compare Italy and India, look at a brand new strategic partnership, and finally dive into how they're co-creating the future. Okay, Section 1, the Indian electric ecosystem, designed for stress. Let's break down some core misconceptions right away. We absolutely have to shatter the idea that Indian electric vehicles are somehow technologically behind just because they're cheaper. They aren't. An electric motor works the exact same way everywhere. Instead, these vehicles are hyper-optimized for an entirely different, incredibly stressful ecosystem. Take the first pillar, extreme climate. Unlike your standard European cars, Indian EVs are built to withstand prolonged, brutal heat and intense humidity that would literally fry a typical European thermal management system. Then, think about the roads. Indian vehicles often feature higher, reinforced suspensions specifically designed to handle severely irregular roads, deep potholes, and constant speed bumps. And finally, the third pillar is all about a highly fluid market. India relies heavily on hybrid transitions and micromobility. Think swappable, snackable batteries for three-wheelers, which is absolutely perfect for the crucial last-mile transport where infrastructure is still getting off the ground. Moving on to Section 2. The art of frugal engineering, innovation through necessity. Let's look at how this intense environment shapes a very specific design philosophy. Now, the absolutely crucial thing to understand here is that frugal engineering isn't about just being cheap. Not at all. It's actually a highly innovative constraint that's been embraced by companies like Tata and Mahindra. Rather than piling on ultra-complex software or flashy luxury finishes that just inflate the price tag, this approach laser focuses on extreme reliability, essential mechanical solidity, and keeping the total cost of ownership incredibly low. It's all about component integration and modularity. This means these vehicles can be easily repaired in local corner shops without needing some hyper-advanced European-style service center. And you know what? This is exactly what European giants are eagerly studying right now. They realize this specific blend of simplicity and robustness is the missing puzzle piece for building truly affordable mass-market EVs back home in Europe. All right, Section 3. Italy and India compared. Divergent, but complementary. To really grasp where this global shift is heading, let's compare this massive Indian expansion with a mature, established market like Italy. Looking at the 2026 data, we see this fascinating divergence that actually creates a picture-perfect match. Italy has a really dense infrastructure. We're talking about 762 watts of solar capacity per capita and a historical fleet of over 420,000 circulating EVs. It's basically a market in a phase of system transition and consolidation. India, on the flip side, is essentially building its infrastructure from absolute zero. But look at the battery electric vehicle sales. Despite starting from scratch, India's sheer rhythm and scale mean they are already matching Italy's monthly BEV sales volumes, hovering right around that 100,000 mark over a 12-month period. So one offers mature density, and the other offers truly unprecedented scale. Let's hit Section 4, a strategic partnership, joining forces. Here's how these two radically distinct ecosystems are actually coming together. Now, this number changes everything. 1.5 billion. Those completely different market profiles we just talked about are exactly what makes the new 2026 EU-India Free Trade Agreement such a game changer. This agreement gradually slashes car tariffs from a massive 110% down to just 10%. Suddenly, European manufacturers are gaining access to a staggering market of 1.5 billion people. But for Italy specifically, this isn't just about shipping cars overseas. It opens up massive doors to export entire ecosystems of services, stuff like fleet management software, telematics, advanced security systems, and monitoring tech. And the financial stakes backing all this up are frankly mind-blowing. 1.6 billion euros. The Italian financial and insurance institution SOTS is currently backing projects worth 1.6 billion euros specifically tied to the Indian energy transition. This is a massive financial bridge, and it's helping Italian small and medium enterprises get in on major contracts alongside massive Indian industrial titans like Tata, Reliance, and JSW. So how exactly do they fit together? Well, the two nations perfectly complement one another. Italy brings a wealth of mature expertise to the table. We're talking world-renowned design, precision engineering, advanced battery management systems, industrial automation, and super crucial circular economy know-how, like battery recycling. Basically, Italy can help Indian manufacturers align with strict European sustainability standards. India, in return, brings a vast pool of skilled labor, incredibly competitive production costs, and an unmatched, massive testing ground to produce and refine these solutions at a scale the world has rarely ever seen. Which brings us to Section 5, Co-Creating the Future, Beyond Export. The really big takeaway here is that this dynamic has evolved way beyond just exporting products. It is all about co-creating value by merging Italian intelligence systems with Indian critical mass. And strategically speaking, this has massive geopolitical implications. By joining forces and building this robust, complementary supply chain, both of these nations are effectively balancing global industrial geopolitics and strategically reducing their reliance on established, single Asian markets like China. They are building a totally self-sustaining loop of innovation and scale. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final, pretty provocative thought. We've seen how brutal environmental stress and a huge demand for low-cost reliability basically forged this brilliant engineering philosophy. So if luxury and complex software are no longer the exclusive drivers of automotive innovation, will this kind of extreme frugality, prioritizing repairability, robustness, and accessibility become the key to making the EV transition truly sustainable worldwide? It's a question that could literally redefine the cars we all drive in the next decade. Thank you so much to all the curious minds out there for joining me in this explainer today. I really hope these insights helped illuminate some of the fascinating shifts happening globally right now. Keep exploring, keep learning, and as always, keep asking the big questions. See you next time.